Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rile and I'm back with another trade breakdown. So before we go any further, please make sure to hit that like button and make sure to subscribe to the channel. Okay, so I just want to break down this trade, and it's a very simple and straightforward trade, pure support and resistance trade. Okay, so other people might call it a so-called trend line trade, but for me, I just call it support and resistance, because it's just the diagonal support and resistance. Okay, so I want us to go a bit to a higher time frame. Okay, I think this is okay. 4 hour will be good enough. Okay, so first, what I normally do when I'm trading, I try to read out the market context. Okay, I try to understand how are the big players trading the market. Okay, what are they using to trade the market? Are they using just pure horizontal support and resistance, or are they using diagonal support and support or resistance, or are they actually um using patterns? What type of candlesticks are they using to actually push price? Okay, so I'm trying to see who's in charge, and then I basically adapt. Okay, so in this instance I realized that the major moves have basically used this, like, have um always been after a market retests a trend line. Okay, as you can see, this trend line or diagonal support, or this diagonal support line. Okay, so as you guys can see, we had this low right here, price went up, and then the market created a second low and then went up. Okay, and then with that you can literally draw out a trend line, or what you call a diagonal support. As soon as the market came to retest, price went to the upside. The market came to retest again, price shot to the upside. Okay, until what happened is that the gradient actually increased. Okay, as the gradient increased, a similar thing happened. Okay, let me just try to make this a bit more tighter. Okay, and let me delete this one so that it makes a bit more sense. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Let me just delete this. Cool. As you guys can see, we had support on the trend line, again some support, and then price shot to the upside. Price came back to retest it, made a wick. Okay, and then shot to the upside. Okay, and then came back to retest again from candles that have wicks, shot to the upside. Okay, so price recently came back to the trend line. Okay, just do this. Price came back to the trend line, formed a wick, and then obviously that just means that there's now a higher probability that we might be moving to the upside. So I just want us to step on the lower time frame, which is the 1 hour. Okay, and as you guys can see, we had this wick right here. So what happened is that price created this wick, retested this trend line, or what you call diagonal support, went to the upside. I wasn't there to catch the move, so what I did is that I placed a buy limit. Okay, and I just set my stops below this low right here, and market came to trigger me in and just made this bullish candle right here. Okay, so I will be staying patient, and then how I'm planning to manage this trade is that as soon as the market reaches a 1:1 risk to reward, I will be breaking even on this trade. I'm going to keep you guys posted, and then I'll just be using a trend line to manage the trade. And in terms of my targets, my first targets, let me just delete this line so it becomes clear. My first targets are on this horizontal resistance, but I will still be paying attention to how do sellers react in this market. Like, I have to seek out the context in which sellers approach this CadJPY market. Okay, and then that can give me a clearer picture. Are they using diagonal resistances to push price, or are what are they using, what type of candlesticks are they using, and all of that? Are they using horizontal levels to actually try to push price down? That can give me a clearer picture of how I'm supposed to take my profits. So I'll keep you guys posted. So yeah guys, back at it. So this is like the CadJPY. Okay, zooming in. So as I said that I will be breaking even as soon as the price reaches a 1:1 risk reward ratio, which is kind of like somewhere about there, okay, or around there, okay. So price is like literally reached, okay. So what happens is like price reached, and then I was a bit patient. Price came back, crazy to the downside before it, start continuing to the upside. So right now this will be me breaking even on this trade. I've got like 2 positions. That's how I normally trade. First open test position, and then I open my actual position. Okay, so in terms of exiting this trade, I am looking to exit. Okay, let me just do this. I'm looking to exit on this green area I've highlighted, and I'm gonna let you guys know why I'm planning to exit on that trade. So using the same principle that I used to enter this market, basically reading market context, okay. It's the same principle. Let me just go on the 4-hour to try to, I want you guys to pay attention to how the market like literally reacts to resistance. Okay, as you guys can see, I kind of have like some okay, not necessarily. Just delete this and delete this as well. Okay, I want you guys to pay attention to how the market like literally reacts to resistance. Okay, this particular pair, it not always, but like most of the time it like reacts to resistance, as you can see there. Okay, and with that being the case, we had some kind of like a compression pattern form. Okay, can you guys see that? Okay, and then again up here we have like let me just delete this. We have that same sort of price action. Let me delete this. Okay, cool. That same sort of price action, some sort of compression forming, and the way this compression forms is that like it kind of uses a resistance and then makes like a higher low before it actually breaks that resistance. Okay, the same thing happened. We had like resistance, formed a higher low from this one before it actually breaks the resistance. And if you guys can see, like the market is like probably been like following this pattern every now and then. So like that's like a signal for me. We've had this compression pattern form again with the market respecting this sort of resistance. Okay, as you guys can see, when price went up, it kind of retraced to the downside before breaking. So that's the kind of mindset I'm going, like I'm having right now, that like I just have to pay attention to how the market reacts to this resistance area, and then I will be exiting. So what I'll be looking for, is just the market to get here, give me some type of reversal candles if ever I'm not going to be setting my target straight up. And then with that being the case, I'm expecting some sort of like a down push, and maybe I will be buying some more of this pair. Okay, and then of course a breakout to the upside with the trend continuing. Okay, basically because of the market context. Okay, so since I'm break even on this trade, depending, because like it's currently like 11 p.m. okay, or 11:15 p.m. South African time. So like I want to get some rest. I'll probably be setting targets, and I want to get some rest so that I can wake up fresh in the morning and make very informed decisions. Okay, so I will be keeping you guys posted if ever we hit targets, if ever I will be exiting manually and the likes. So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. Back at it, CadJPY. So what I did is that like I set my targets right there. Okay, so price literally just hit my targets, and as you guys can see, like literally slowed down when it got there. So yeah, we finally out of this trade, in profit. So what I'll be expecting is probably like a retest, okay, and potential breakout. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did,
please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and turn on bell notification so that you get notified every time I post a new video. Yeah, that's it from me. Peace out, guys. I love you a lot.